Welcome back to my channel, where I make videos as a hobby. I am glad you are joining me on my journey as a content creator to spread awareness about true crime stories and how to be careful on whom we associate with. Today, I will be telling a story about another serial killer who once lived among us. His name was Harold Shipman. In the quiet market town of Hyde, Greater Manchester, patients trusted Dr. Harold Frederick Shipman with their lives. He had an air of confidence, a calm bedside manner, and a reputation as a caring family doctor. For over 2 decades, he built his practice on respect, professionalism, and murder. Born on January 14, 1946, in Nottingham, England, Harold Shipman was the second of 4 children. His upbringing was strict, dominated by his mother Vera, who had high expectations for her favorite child. When Vera fell terminally ill with lung cancer, Shipman, then a teenager, was deeply affected by witnessing her slow decline. He often administered morphine to ease her pain, a memory that would later become disturbingly significant. After her death, Shipman pursued a medical career. He studied at Leeds School of Medicine, graduating in 1970. Shortly after, he began his career at Pontefract General Infirmary in West Yorkshire, but early signs of trouble emerged. In 1975, he was caught forging prescriptions for pethidine, a powerful painkiller, and was convicted of forgery. He was fined and briefly underwent drug rehabilitation. Surprisingly, this did not end his career. Within a few years, he returned to practicing medicine, first at Donnybrook Medical Center and later at his own one-man practice. Shipman's victims were primarily elderly women, often found dead in their homes or shortly after visiting his clinic. Many were cremated, making autopsies impossible. He would inject them with lethal doses of diamorphine, then falsely report natural causes like heart failure or old age. Shipman even falsified medical records to support these diagnoses. He didn't fit the traditional mold of a serial killer. There was no sensationalism or cruelty visible on the surface. There were no public threats, no media taunts. Shipman killed quietly, consistently, and professionally. What made him particularly dangerous was the trust he commanded. Family members believed their loved ones had died peacefully and naturally. Many even praised Shipman for his care and compassion. It's believed Shipman began killing as early as 1975. The exact number of victims will never be known, but estimates range from 215 to over 250 people. In 1998, suspicions began to build around the death of Kathleen Grundy, a wealthy and active 81-year-old woman who died unexpectedly after a visit to Shipman. Shipman claimed he had seen her shortly before her death and listed old age as the cause. But her daughter, a lawyer named Angela Woodruff, was suspicious. She was stunned to learn that her mother had supposedly left her out of the will and that Shipman had witnessed the new version. The signature looked forged. She contacted the police. Grundy's body was exhumed and tested. High levels of diamorphine were found. Investigators discovered inconsistencies in medical records and began digging deeper. Police reviewed records of deaths certified by Shipman and uncovered a chilling pattern. He had been present at a shocking number of deaths, many of them under unusual circumstances. In January 2000, Harold Shipman was convicted of 15 counts of murder and 1 count of forgery. He was sentenced to life imprisonment, with a recommendation that he never be released. Despite the conviction, the UK government launched the Shipman Inquiry, chaired by Dame Janet Smith. It concluded that Shipman was likely responsible for at least 215 deaths, possibly more. On January 13, 2004, the day before his 58th birthday, Shipman was found dead in his prison cell at Wakefield Prison. He had hanged himself with bedsheets. His death sparked controversy. Some believed he had taken the easy way out, while others argued it spared his victims' families further anguish. The scale of Shipman's crimes shattered public confidence in the medical profession. In response, the UK reformed its medical and legal systems. The General Medical Council changed how doctors were monitored. The Controlled Substances Registry was overhauled. Coroners and death certification processes were tightened. Shipman remains one of the most prolific serial killers in recorded history. But more than the numbers, it was the method of his killings that disturbed the world. He used trust, routine, and access, not violence, to take lives. And he operated for over 20 years without suspicion. In the end, the story of Harold Shipman is not just about a monstrous doctor. It is about institutions, oversight, and how blind faith can be exploited. It's a warning etched into the medical history of Britain, forever challenging the assumption that healers can never be harbingers of harm. If you found this story chilling, hit the like and subscribe button for you to be notified when my next video airs. Please comment down below what true crime case we should cover next.